Good morning, family. Welcome to the Afro Latina Show. I am your host, Alicia Anabel Santos, la diosa dominicana, la Santera. Um, Welcome to episode 59. I'm just creating and creating and creating, and I'm feeling strong. Well, maybe not today because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I did want to share a diary today about something that I did yesterday. So today's show is titled Don't Be Afraid to Make a Fool Out of Yourself. And so, as I mentioned yesterday and the day before yesterday, I lost a very dear friend of mine, Patricia. And so I am in and out of shock, anger, sadness. Um, and while I'm feeling all of that, I am finding myself moving. Like my body is breaking down. I'm feeling this, like, you know, sinus stuff happening. And I'm feeling a little bit of pain, but I'm also balancing it out with all of the amazing things that are around me, all of the amazing things that are happening, all of the amazing people that, that love me and have reached out to me and kind of just sent me texts and I know are holding me. I feel that. So thank you. So my friend Patricia was a dancer. She danced ballet, modern, contemporary, jazz, swing, salsa, merengue. I don't know if she danced bachata, but I'm sure she would throw down in some bachata. Um, and African dance, and you name it, she did it. And so one of the things that we used to do together is go dancing. We used to go to some, places where you could dance. You would pay $5 or $10 and go dance in these public spaces. And we danced in Lincoln Square. We danced in Harlem. We danced in East Harlem. And so it was one of her like joys to go out dancing and also to study because she took a lot of classes, like several times a week. And so the past few weeks, dance has been coming up for me a lot, and I understand that it's been Patricia whispering in my ear before she departed, before her going home, that she wanted me to dance. She wanted me to dance. She wanted me to figure out how I can incorporate dance in my practice, in my life. She wanted me to dance for her because toward the end of her life, she could no longer really dance the way she loved to. And so I'm sure that was incredibly, well, I don't know what that felt like, but I imagine that it was devastating for her. Someone who's so active and who moved, who moved in the world and moved people in the world. So I decided that I would take a dance class yesterday. And I went to my first dance class. And I will say that I was nervous all day, had all the stomach aches, had all the nervous butterflies, had, all day I was kind of ill and thinking, oh, maybe I won't go, maybe I'll cancel, maybe I won't show up, because I didn't want to make a fool out of myself. I didn't want to embarrass myself. I didn't want to show up to this place with these people who, have been dancing, trained dancers since they were like 2. And here I go, in my late 40s trying to, bust a groove. So I allowed for my nervous energy and my anxiety to feed me with excitement because I understood that I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it for Patricia. And that this was a way that I could honor her. Like yesterday, I took myself to lunch and I went to Chipotle, which I really don't fuck with these days. But I went yesterday because that's where we used to go for lunch. We would have Chipotle all the time. That was like so many of our dates. And so I went to Chipotle and I ate, and then I knew I was going to be taking this class. And so I show up. I show up to this class and I am so intimidated. I see all of these like young, beautiful bodies, men and women, young, emphasis on the word young. So in their 20s, maybe a few of them were in their 30s, but, they were all younger than me. I felt like I was the oldest one in the room. even though, maybe I don't look that way, but I felt that way. And so I take a deep breath. At first I was kind of confident, and I went and I stood in the front, and then I'm like, yo, bitch, you bugging. You better get your ass to the back. Cause yeah, you don't want people following you, tripping over your feet and like slamming yourself into the mirrors. No. So I took myself, to the back. And we stretch, and I'm like, oh, I could do this. I could do the stretching. That's cool. I could move around. We just moved. She wanted us to flow and loosen up and like open up to the process. And I was like, oh, I'm feeling it. I can keep up with this. This is cool. That's what's up. I could do this. And at this point, I'm with it. I'm all in. Then she says, we're going to learn some choreography, y'all. I'm like, oh, shit. So she's teaching us all these like hand here, feet here, twirl here, flip here, and do a hop, and do a jump, and do a leap. My knees were killing me. I was all over the floor. I was scrambling. I was trying to keep up. They were going mad fast. All that to say that I allowed myself to be foolish. And at one point, I was very nauseous. Like, I wanted to throw up at least on 5 different occasions, especially on the get on your knees and roll all over the ground and then just hop up on your right leg. Allow your right leg to, like, propel you to... No. Your body is not... Alicia, stop it. So I stuck with it. It almost killed me. But I felt Patricia all around me. And it was amazing. It was beautiful. And while I'm certainly not the best dancer in the world, I had fun. I got to honor Patricia's life in that way. I took a risk. I put myself out there, and I was unafraid to make myself foolish. And even though I felt the fear at first, I stuck it out. I finished the class, yo. I did it, and it was beautiful, and I am really proud of myself. And so I wanted to kind of dedicate yesterday and today and every day to Patricia, because I know she was there. I felt her. She was so happy. She was in that space. My energy was electric. So even though I was fucking up all over the place, I was having fun, and I was feeling it, and I was supporting all the other dancers there and cheering for them because they were dope. And thank you to, the school that I went to. They were phenomenal and loving and patient, also young. These young people doing big things. Good for them. Good for them. And so, yeah, I wanted us to just think about how we could take a risk, how we could move despite feeling afraid of looking foolish or looking dumb or feeling dumb, or all the things that stop us from doing the thing that we really want to try to do. Like, if you want to take a painting class, fuck it, leap. If you want to take a writing class, leap. Get froggy. Let's go. Let's get it. It's terrifying, but once you do it, it's breathtaking. Let's meditate, because the sister got to go to work, and I am feeling under the weather. Let's take some deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's slow it down. Have your feet firmly planted, or if you're sitting cross-legged, that's great. Put your hands where you need them. Breathe slowly. Slow it down. What are you afraid of? That's it. Just name it. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid of falling. I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of losing. I'm afraid of not being loved. I'm afraid of fear. I'm afraid of success. I'm afraid of solitude. I'm afraid of hate. I'm afraid of rage. Those are emotions. I want you to name the thing you're afraid of doing. I was afraid of taking the dance class. And now I know, well, I'll close with what I know. I was afraid to take the dance class. What's the thing that you're afraid of doing? And when you're ready, come out of meditation. So I was afraid of taking the dance class, but what I know to be true is that I intend to take this class every week, at least one day a week, because I felt amazing, filled with hope, and I know that it's going to help me to be a better writer, a better human, because one of the things that I'm connecting with dance is this idea of being graceful on the page, right? It's okay to be ugly and angry and all that. I got that down. But I want to incorporate this idea in a sense of grace and peace too, because that's also who I am. And so, set an intention for today. My intention for today is to get better. Go to the doctors, eat well, treat my body well, and just go slow. Have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow. Peace.